The world is a diverse and beautiful place. Have you ever wanted to travel the globe, exploring one exotic land, and waking up the next day somewhere completely different? Experiencing the nature, the people, the culture, the art, ancient and new. Come along with me. From ice to desert, beaches to mountains, in the jungle, in the city, and everywhere in between. Soaking in the splendor Mother Earth and all her inhabitants have to show us. By air, by land, by sea, this is Around the World at the Speed of Mike.
I left Hong Kong on a Delta Airlines flight to San Francisco for $268 US. By this point, the trip's pretty much finished. So let's recap, review this around the world journey thus far. originally I said the trip would cost $4,000 and take 2.5 months to complete, and I was pretty much totally correct about that. But everything you just saw took just a little over 2 months, cost $3,300. And I could have flown from San Francisco right back home for another 100 and it would have been completely finished. But I ended up flying to San Diego, which is a place I used to live and I love it there. And then I was supposed to head on to Montreal after that, before going home. Just to give a little more exposition of the American continent, which you should probably have an around the world trip. But I ended up getting sick in San Diego, and I didn't do anything there, and it kind of sucked. And I didn't continue on to Montreal. So, really, I think from this whole video series, you should just gather all the previous videos as the around the world trip, and just call it at $3,400 for the whole thing. And that's a little under 2 months, or no, a little over 2 months, sorry. And I just want to point that out because that comes out to be about 50 to 52 US dollars per day. And that's pretty feasible for most people to save up, and the trip wasn't even done doing the cheapest possible thing. It was just more for variety than anything. So if you truly have a desire to go out and travel, I just want to show that that's completely doable. Obviously it depends on what your liabilities are, how much time you can get off, etc. But, you know, it's there if you really want it. Since I skipped out on San Diego and Montreal, in my next series, On the Road at the Speed of Mike, we'll be going in between those two cities in a car and seeing a bunch of things in between, which is going to be way better than flying from point A to point B. So just be on the lookout for that. Till then, I hope you enjoyed Around the World at the Speed of Mike.